Hello everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition Duo Rogues.
See what the day brings.
Last time we... Oh, that's a severed foot. That is unpleasant. Last time we took a nice long rest. Astarion did some strange upsy-downsies. Then did some work in the Druid's Grove, that's it. Went round, found a tiefling who was like, I'm being hunted by cultists. Could you deal with that? And I'm like, yeah, we could deal with that. And we understand these to be the cultists in question. We cannot get a sneak attack from here. I'm going to have to rethink where we stand. I think if one of us is there,
never a dull moment,
and the other
don't waste a step,
is out here on the road. We did find another teleporter if we need it. And back here there's some kind of mudslide.
everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
We may never know. I do wonder if that will open up at the end of early access at full release.
To be cautious.
Let's keep to the
These two are now hiding, so we can
Out of sight.
sneak attack this guy over here at an opportune moment.
I'm just waiting.
Alright, he is dead, and we did not alert everybody else indoors either. Which is excellent going.
Alright, what now?
Let's see if they have anything that we might want in their pockets. Poison, acid, bombs. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. The other three are indoors. So, starts just here. Oh. There is this one here. It's Cyril the Trader has 21 HP, which is not a lot. But I don't think we'd be able to do the same double sneak attack as we just did, although she's coming out to the balcony right now. Come outside. Let's go. Turn-based mode, please. Thank you. That should stop them going back indoors while we navigate this situation. Let's shut the door behind us. Bonus action hide.
Very quiet.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Bonus action hide here.
That's a friendly looking shadow.
You could just try and push them off. It is a bonus action to shove. We are not very strong. But I think just sneak attacking from here. We have 98% chance to hit, which is incredibly good. And then if we go to Astarion as well. That is dealt with in an instant. If we come out of turn-based mode. They fall to their death, and they've got a bunch of traders' supplies, another bomb, a couple of scrolls, and loads of supply packs. Do we have the capacity to hold that much weight? I suppose we do after dropping a bunch of stuff off, so we can drop even more of this off later. Nothing there. So that leaves two remaining inside. And I think the two that remain are more astute combatants.
Like a wraith.
Looking ahead.
And there's also a roof brazier, but I don't think either of them are really stood in a spot that is conducive to dropping it on their heads.
Nice and quiet now.
Let's split up a tiny bit. Now that ladder at the back of the room does have 4 HP. If we destroyed it, they would be forced to run round, wouldn't they? I don't think they can jump up the full balcony's distance. Famous last words. And then if they go for the door, then we might be able to shoot down that wooden hinge thing. So we'll start with a sneak attack here. We remained hidden, so we can sneak attack here as well. They die, even though the second shot was subject to a little bit of lag.
On my way.
Run inside and hide.
Radio or not.
Also run inside and hide. Shut this door.
Everyone else minds their business. I'll be fine.
They investigate the spot where we were. And we continue to be sneaky, sneaky rogues. They go and check the roof. That's interesting. They are definitely a foe to us now. Anders is red on the map rather than the green they were a moment ago. Now, where are they going to settle? Are they going to go back downstairs to their post? In which case, we might be able to drop this on them if they walk around the front side of the desk. They did not walk around the front side of the desk. The question then becomes, do we have a spot where we can get a shot on this guy? Let's put Astarion
The element of surprise.
over there.
Taking my time in the shadows.
We will come onto this side here. And if we take a sneak attack shot from our position, that is a massive 17 damage on a sneak attack. We rolled higher in initiative, so we get to take another attack. But before that, Astarion, do you have a line of sight for a sneak attack?
Let's give someone a surprise.
This might be the most efficient encounter I have ever had. So that's how two rogues deal with a party of 4 in 7.5 minutes. We are now free to do whatever we want around these parts. A pike, extra reach, 1d10 piercing damage. Haven't seen many of those, but we are not proficient, so
Let's have a look.
not one for us. Mauls, padded armor. There's lots of stuff around here, apparently. A couple of gold pieces in the drawers. And a delicious pear. Good for referencing the size of your board games, if you need a reference pair. A few of you will know what that means. The rest of you are like, what is he talking about?
Never mind.
He should shut up and sit down. Right, where are these dead folk? Because they're surely going to have some things in their pockets. An arrow of lightning, absolutely. Short bows, leather armor, no interest to us. Anders has a longsword and the Sword of Justice, which we are not proficient with, but we can take it anyway. Scale mail, medium armor with which we're not proficient and is incredibly heavy, so I'm going to leave that one behind as well. An empty desk. But there are some scatterings of gold on this table. Every little helps. If I could just see the bottom side of the table there.
Always room for more.
And how about the sack? Nothing in that. Right. Many other boxes and things around us. But here there is an ornate hatch. And if I could please get Astarion's eyes down here as well. We have many boxes of
I'll
things.
just help. That smells ripe.
I think some of these just have a bunch of jewellery in, don't they? Stuff that we can sell quite conveniently. There you go. Take all that. I'll take all of that as well.
The shadows.
This is then basic supplies, garlic, empty boxes, shields, stuff we don't need. How about
Steps.
the other toll collector? Toll House Ledger. A ledger containing details of a toll house's takings for the current year of 1492 DR. Most entries are neatly written out, listing the travellers, the amount of gold paid, but the text on the most recent page is smudged and rambling. 9 of Marpanoth. 4 merchants with single wagon of sundries, 25 gold. 12th of Marpanoth. Flaming Fist Company, 15 fists and gauntlet, 100 gold fee waived. Fist don't pay tolls, they extort. 21 Marpanoth. Brewer and 2 guards, bringing kegs to Walking's Rest, 35 gold. 2 Uktar, 7 farmers, no goods, no gold, wounded, warned us to leave. 3 Uktar, sent courier to request extra relief of guards. 7 Uktar, more farmers, too many to count, no goods, carrying their own dead. 11 Uktar, road untenable. 16 Uktar, prepare to abandon post. So they've been having a bad time of it round here. Now, we found a key previously.
Into the shadows. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Now, we've seen traps like this before down in the basement of the church where we had one of our earlier adventures. And one way that we didn't solve that puzzle, that we can solve this one, is we can lift heavy things over the gas chamber drains.
There are traps about.
Then we can also filter through anything that we might want. Broken padded armor, broken clubs. Lots of bits and pieces. We fail a perception check, so there's going to be some amount of poison that we don't find.
Traps. How considerate.
But really, we're interested in what comes next. Alright. No poison just yet. We fail another perception check. We might want to check if we have any potions of poison resistance or similar. Right, I could walk back to Amunian, hand the potion over and come back, so we'll pretend I did that because we are both in the same place. So in case Astarion needs it, he has it. We could take all the water, but we don't need that. Ah, yes. I will take all the jewellery, the extra potions. Just begs the question, how many boxes do you actually want to rifle through?
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Right, we'll put that box on there. We will put this box on there. Hopefully that works. Then we've got the 2 stone chairs over here. The leadership of Xantarim. Books and boxes and chests and more short bows. If we wanted to, we could ferry all this stuff back to any traders that we know and trade it back and forth.
Just like old times.
But for right now, let's take this vase, put it on that chair.
I've done something, but not enough.
No, I don't want... Can I opt out of this? I cannot, so we're going to try and disarm this. It went well. So that one disappears. Then we can sit on the other chair on this side of the room. Can't reach destination, huh? And that reveals... Oh, okay. We need to have both sides weighted down. That's fine. If you had 3 party members, you could put 2 of them to sit in the chairs whilst the other one comes through. That looks like a trap panel on the floor.
Traps. How considerate.
We'll put something down on there, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. So, a couple of gold coins, a light crossbow. Now, these are have the... I was told that light crossbows can be dual-wielded if you want to take 2 ranged attacks in one turn. So, we'll collect a couple of those if we find them. Great Axe +1. Where is it? That's worth 500 gold. +1 enchanted weapon. We're going to have some encumbrance issues for a minute, but we can deal with that.
Traps. How considerate.
Put that on there. Then we've got a potion of healing. Potion of greater healing. Gold. More gold. A bronze necklace. A wooden chest. More gold. We've got some shields, a helmet, metallic gloves. Helmets that we're not proficient with, but weighs 2, worth 300. I think we can probably sell that. Great swords, studded shields, vases. Rum, so much rum. Bloodstones, onyx. So, I'll leave the other great swords and weapons and things. We'll allow Astarion to take his leave. We'll see if we can split up the take between ourselves and Amunian. Managing to not set off any of the traps that were there. Hop into our inventory. We're not too far over, although Amunian does not have much left in the way of equipment weight carrying either. We will take our metal gauntlets, and then if we sort by weight, we don't have a weight to value ratio, which is a shame. But we need to lose... Yeah, I know it's the weight income at 96, so we need to lose 13 pounds. We could drop a bomb for 10 pounds. We could drop 2 supply packs. Split those supply stacks. Pass one over here. Nope, that ruins us. Basically, it's going to be a very slow walk back to town if we want to trade all this stuff in. But I don't see why we wouldn't when we've got a couple of +1 weapons that are worth a lot. We can probably trade that for some +1 armor whilst we're at it.
Can't give up now.
So we'll both climb up and out. So what I will do is...
Trust no one.
I will jump cut us down back to the tiefling. We can resolve that part of our quest and then jump cut us over to the village where we can then hand in the gear we have with the traders, get rid of a bunch of this stuff. So I'll spare you watching the slow walk down the hill. Alright. Let's get Amunian.
I've got a long road ahead.
She can do the chat through the river, save Astarion his hit points.
Did you get the bastards?
We did. You are safe.
For now. But thank you.
That river is loud.
Such as yours. Gratitude, warmth, and relief. Then, a light, sharper than the truest blade, brighter than a star. It fills you with awe, forcing you to your knees. And from within, a winged figure steps forward, graceful and terrible. She places her hand on your cheek and smiles as she carves her name across your chest.
I've never heard that language before.
Lucky you. It's the devil's tongue. Infernal. Good for cursing and counting. Not so good for small talk. Zariel. Fallen lady. Defiled celestial. Ruler of Avernus. I was her prisoner. And her champion. She tried to break me. The paladins you killed were acting on her orders. She'll send more. And worse.
What will you do now?
I'm going from one hell straight into another. Home. To Baldur's Gate. I've got a score to settle.
Alright. Have a great time. Maybe we'll see you in the city after early access.
Time to press ahead.
Hunt the Devils complete. How's that doing for our XP now? 500 and a bit more left. Right, I'm going to get us back to the Druid's Grove. We can sell some more stuff and see if we can get any upgrades, so I'll jump cut you guys for that. And just walking up through, Astarian's still way behind, taking his sweet time. But I think we're close enough that we can justify trading all as one.
Need anything else?
More trading.
Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Right, so what have we gained? We do not need the Sword of Justice, nor the Battle-Worn Blade. And then what else do we have? Jewellery. I guess Astarian did most of the looting, didn't he? But that's 371. We're eventually looking for what? 1,380. Oh boy. Right, we'll barter that off. Then
Someone there?
Astarian. We cannot wear a helmet. We cannot wield a +1 great axe. Stones, stones, a bunch of jewellery. We have one light crossbow. Oh, this is a +1 light crossbow. I wonder then. We'll investigate that in a minute. The rest of this is all good, so we'll barter that off. That puts us on 1,064. So, still a ways off leather armor +1 here. So we'll hold on to what we've got.
Sylvanus be with you.
You too.
What a day.
Astarian, how can you still be encumbered? We sold so much stuff. Is it mostly this? 30, 10 for that. We just sold like a great axe and a bunch of other stuff. I guess we can sell the supplies, and then if we really need them, probably be able to come buy them back.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met, and thank you for beating back.
They have insufficient gold. Oh, great.
Is there anything you need?
Alright, well, we'll just go to camp, put the food down.
Will be complete before too long.
We'll put the food down. Now, can I actually dual wield like crossbows? Is this something that can be done? No. So we cannot dual wield light crossbows. Yeah, because it says light crossbow +1, but it doesn't have the light property. So we can get rid of the other light crossbow we have. We might as well get rid of that short sword as well.
Need anything else? Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
So, get rid of this. Oh, they have insufficient gold. Alright, we'll go downstairs to the other guy.
Sylvanus, guide your path.
let's go and see
Stop me yet.
the guy with the forge. Damon? Damon? Then we can get rid of this stuff. Then we can be ready to be on our way.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Let me see what you have. Right, barter. We do not need this longbow anymore, for one. You got scale mail, ring mail, chain shirts, stuff we don't need. So barter that off, then Astarion.
Touch me.
We don't need this light crossbow. We'll get rid of this short sword. Are we ever actually going to wield the Vision of the Absolute? Because the problem is, it's still a strength weapon, so we'd still be attacking with very bad stats. So rather than just hauling it around, I will get rid of it. We don't need a light hammer. He doesn't have a +1 rapier, so that doesn't help us. +1 scimitar, light finesse, 1d6 +1 slashing, rather than 1d8 piercing. So it would increase our chance to hit from +5 to +6. And the average on the damage would be higher because we'd have +1 rather than a full range of 8, but the maximum damage would also be less. It would also be almost our entire purse, so we'll skip that one for now as well. And that just about takes Astarion down out of his weight limit. Barely, but he is. If we sort by something else, then back to weight. It is the bombs and the thieves' tools and the supply packs that are really harming our weight, but we'll just have to deal with that for now. Speaking of for now, I think that's a good time to take a pause, so join me next time. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you are enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.